الله هنحل يونت 3 من كتاب المعاصر. اوكي، خلينا نبدأ ببيج page 143 143. Question number 1. On definitions, a or an A is a small area of a town, okay, or village, and the people who live in it. A small area فتبقى اسمها in a town or a village اسمها neighborhood. Okay. Number 2, A or an A is a group of questions that you ask people to find out information. ده survey اللي هو استبيان. Number 3, A time when you are not working. ده اللي هو leisure اللي هو وقت الفراغ، الوقت اللي أنا مش بشتغل فيه. To take something such as a letter to a place is to A it. إن أنت تاخد حاجة زي جواب مثلا وتوديها مكان، فدي معناها إن أنت بتوصله، فتبقى deliver. البيج اللي بعدها number 5. the antonym of dangerous. dangerous معناها خطير، فالانتونيم بتاعها safe، لأنه يعني antonym مضاد. to give the adjective from health فتبقى healthy. why؟ to make the noun of pave فتبقى pavement معنى رصيف. Sarah is interested in modern art. the synonym of modern معناها حديث فتبقى recent. He didn't win the prize so he felt disappointed. ما كسبش البرايز فحس ان هو disappointed محبط. The school is up new lights in the playground is putting up. When you try to make people do something by giving support and advice you aid them, you encourage them بتشجعهم. There are many local for the elderly and disabled people in our country. في local facilities مرافق محلية. You can make a when you have a good effect on a person, place or situation. كده make a difference بتعمل اختلاف. Doing helps the government to study people's problems. Doing ان هم يعملوا دي بتساعد الحكومة ان هي تدرس مشاكل الناس، ان هي تعمل surveys استطلاعات رأي استبيان. People in areas work as farmers in rural areas. الأماكن الريفية. The president started the Decent Life Initiative مبادرة حياة كريمة for people who live in villages. The is the part that you walk on in a city that is next a road. اللي هو المكان اللي بنمشي فيه جنب الطريق ده اسمه pavement اللي هو الرصيف. Number 18 is what you feel when you don't expect something and it seems strange or unusual. Surprised معناها انك تندهش. The antonym of strange معناها غريب، فعكسها هيبقى عادي normal. To give the opposite of usual unusual. We add the prefix to courage فتبقى discourage اللي هي دي. If something is to people they can easily use it or get it. يعني لو الحاجة للناس فدي معناها ان هم سهل ان هم يستخدموها او يحصلوا عليها، فلو هي accessible. Number 23. To have the same chances in life as other people mean to have equal opportunities. فرص متساوية. The initiative aims to improve. Smoking has a bad effect on lungs. Okay. ننزل بعد كده on grammar. كان present continuous am و is و are والverb ing. لو جينا في number 1 we the weekend in person it's arranged. طالما arranged فدي مترتب لها يبقى are is pending. طيب number 2 we all love محمد صلاح because he is an amazing player. قلنا ان الادجectives بنزود ing او ed امتى؟ لوصف الشعور، لوصف الشعور. انما ing لوصف الاسم. فانا هنا بوصف محمد صلاح. محمد صلاح amazing player، يبقى بوصف محمد صلاح يبقى نقول amazing ing. number 3 the book was really كتاب boring، لان انا بوصف الاسم بوصف الكتاب فتبقى ing boring. look the children is lying. قلنا الاي بتتحول لواي، الاي بتحولها لواي لما بنيجي نحط ing فبقت lying. the football match was quite بوصف الماتش يبقى exciting ing بوصف الاسم. the children are very الاطفال بقى excited. طب ليه دي؟ عشان بوصف شعورهم ان هم متحمسين، لان جالهم لعب، بيبقوا اما بيجي لهم لعبه جديده بيبقوا متحمسين. the plan is ايه الخطة؟ الخطة exciting لأن أنا بوصف الخطة، بوصف الاسم. I was ايه، أنا ببقى ايه لما بسمع عن إن الكوميونيتي سنتر قفلت، فأنا ده إحساسي، فيبقى disappointed. disappointed ده شعور. tourists are always pleased بيبقوا مبسوطين، ده شعورهم. today's math lesson was very interesting. okay. Number 11 volunteers A flowers are planting يعني دي الترتيب اللي هم مرتبين are planting. The town is building طيب أيمن booked a ticket he is traveling، ده حجز التذاكر يبقى مسافر 100%، فتبقى am و is و are والverb ing. It was boring، حاجة مملة، بوصف الحاجة إن هي مملة. What are they doing؟ What are they doing؟ My mother now is preparing ده now is preparing am with are والverb ing. سلمى is cooking now، هو بيقول لك dinner now يبقى is cooking. I was very surprised لأن أنا بوصف شعوري، surprised لأن أنا بوصف شعوري. Climbing the mountain is frightening ing. طب ليه يا مستر frightening؟ إن أنا بوصف الاسم، بوصف تسلق الجبال. The match was disappointing لأن أنا بوصف الماتش، بوصف الاسم، تبقى ing disappointing. أوكي. نيجي بعد كده على exercise on lesson 1 and 2. مجدي wants to join a charity and asks his friend حمدي about his opinion. فمجدي بيقول له good evening حمدي, I wanted to ask you for advice, are you free؟ فيقول له yes sure. What do you want؟ I wanted to do voluntary work. هيسأله سؤال يقول له you should join a charity، يبقى what should I do؟ أعمل إيه؟ what should I do؟ should join a charity. يسأله السؤال هيقوم قايل له إيه؟ هيسأله سؤال اوكي، فقام قايل له you can go there and fill in a form to join them. how can I join the charity؟ ازاي هتجوين التشاريتي؟ ازاي التحق بالتشاريتي؟ do you know any charity in our neighborhood؟ yes I do. can you come with me؟ yes sure أو yes of course أو yes I can. I live in okay ننزل بقى choose. I live in a great community, there are lots of sports. Okay. A means old or becomes old elderly. The antonym of close معناه قريب فمضادها يبقى بعيد distant. Are services such as electricity and water that help the members of a community. خدمات زي الكهرباء والمية والحاجات دي، فدي اسمها اوكي زي الكهرباء public service، الحاجات دي اللي هي الخدمات العامة. I was disappointed to see a lot of rubbish in the street، فدي معناها ان انا I was frustrated محبط. To give the opposite of able فتبقى disabled. My friend and I are looking for some work voluntary work عمل تطوعي. We want to help people elderly people. We are going to ask about a community about local community centers about reading for people who became old. We read a lot of in our spare time وقت الفراغ spare time. ننزل تحت أول واحدة next month we have arranged مرتبين يبقى am with ورا ing فتبقى are building. Number 2 the book was really boring. It's very exciting. You can't stay in the room now workers are painting. I was really surprised لأن ده شعوري فتبقى surprised ايدي. ننزل بقى بعد كده على 3 و 4 ونبدأ بالفوكابلري on page 161. A is something that people put on a wall to put a message on, notice board. A is a person who pays for a room in a house, lodger. Solve to say means to say hello or welcome someone. Great. We add the suffix a to dark, darkness. Kind is the synonym يعني معنى kind فيبقى friendly. Number 6 the antonym of L well بالE. I live by the river. This means that I don't live it far from. There are many mountains and ruins in Luxor. There are many monuments and ruins in Luxor. Monuments هنا معناها الهيستوريك تاريخية يعني historic thing. They put some A in the park for people to sit. Benches مقاعد ثابتة. I read an interesting A about the new museum. Leaflets كتيب. It was sunny so we were surprised by the A of the forest by the darkness. Students made A to tell people about how to stop pollution. بيعملوا إيه؟ Posters. Aya is always A by the kindness of her friends. Pleased. Most people use A social networking sites. There is an article about my school in the local newspaper عشان article مقال. The quality of being kind, helpful and caring towards other people is A. يعني جودة إن أنت تكون طيب ومتعاون وعندك رعاية للآخرين فده اسمه kindness الطيبة. Means writing or pictures that people paint or draw on walls. Graffiti اللي هي الرسومات اللي على الحيطة. The prefix A gives the opposite of pleasant. Unpleasant. Welcome has the opposite meaning of A. مضاد welcome ignore يرفض. We add ness to weakness عشان نخليها ايه noun. weak ضعيف weakness الضعف فكده هي بقت noun. 21 he is a worker in a making clothes factory. Me a call if you need help give. There are a lot of a building in Egypt like the citadel and the Karnak historical. He's very old sure he has a lot of experiences. Thanks my elder brother I could achieve thanks to اللي هي بفضلك يعني بفضل اخويا الكبير قدرت ان انا احقق هدفي وابقى جراح فثانك تو معناها بفضل. ننزل بعد كده على الجرامر اللي في page 166. going to بنستخدمها لو في بلان خطة او ان احنا معانا prediction with evidence بتنبأ بحاجة بس معايا دليل. اول واحدة هو جايب لي going to فنقول لازم يجي قبلها are. we are going to لان going to لازم يجي قبلها am او is او are وهنا في we فتاخد are. اللي بعدها he is going to join. number 3 the sky is clear. it طالما عامل لي نوت يبقى هنفي بقى it isn't going to rain. number 4 she ate tomorrow that's her plan is going to travel ودي بلان بالنسبة لها. what are you going بدل لا do ازاي to do لازم يجي بعدها to الانفينيتيف. the street is going to. the Shakespeare's play King Lear is going to. how are you going to encourage من غير الدي. what is going to happen. we are going to. famous art is going to talk. my father stay in Cairo next summer it's his intention نيته فنقول ايه isn't going to. my mother's intention is to help me study she is going to. nor isn't. Heba intends to stay at home she isn't going to. they aren't going to waste. Ahmed decided to start his own business he is going to open من غير الاس. It's cloudy. It is going to. What are you going to do? Ashraf decided to paint his flat. He is going to call. ننزل بعد كده page 168 dialogue. Sarah is talking to Noah about an interesting book. Hello Sarah, what are you doing? وقال لنا فوق I'm reading a book. It's called David Copperfield. بتقول لها what is it called؟ ماذا يسمى بإيه؟ Is it interesting? Yes it is. سألها السؤال تقول لها it was written by Charles Dickens. فتقول لها who wrote it? Can I borrow when you have finished? Yes sure. ننزل تحت. We were deeply hurt by his hard words. hard هنا معناها ايه؟ hard معناها unkind. A is something that people put on a wall to message it, not a sport. To keep keep in mind means to remember. Kind and friendly synonyms. Means to give money, people has done pay. The prefix a gives the opposite of will, unwell. Number 7. Planting trees is the a thing, is a simple thing. حاجة بسيطة that everyone can do to reduce carbon dioxide. Trees remove air pollution that is dangerous to our lungs. Everyone can plant a tree and help climate change. We can plant trees in our garden, around our homes, in our community. ننزل تحت. We are going to start وبعدها نحط are. هو جايب لي حتى verb to be فهنا عشان you فنقول are. What are you going to do? We are going to try. Marwa is going to. نيجي ننزل بعد كده على 5 و 6 on page 176. Number 1 means correctly or correct or polite for important situation. فدي formal. Correct for an important informal. We can an informal email by see you later. Conclude. اختموا يعني. Winning the first place. Okay, the competition was the most amazing in my family situation. Enter the website. Secondly, fill the form. Firstly, the A of the football match, the result. He is a story in 2 lines only. He is so smart. He the story in 2 lines summarized. لخصها. I think the new museum will become a tourist attraction. She was ill. She went to the club this morning. هي تعبانة بس راحت النادي. يبقى ده however. تناقض. When you write a you can use the expression to summarize. لما نبقى بنكتب conclusion الخاتمة نقدر ان احنا نقول to summarize نلخص. I'd like to myself. I am your new teacher. Introduce. Happiness has the same meaning as pleasure. We form is opposite of formal, informal. We form is the noun from the adjective happy, happiness. The opposite of official, informal. Right, correct, synonym. The word firstly is adverb. أي حاجة آخرها ly فهي adverb. أي حاجة آخرها ly فهي adverb. Can you give me a reason? A conclude. To conclude. What is the problem with your bike? اوكي هنا بتاع قلنا هنا because بيجي بعدها السبب so بيجي بعدها النتيجة which بتيجي مع غير العاقل. ف Darren is really enjoying because it was very interesting. احنا في 179. هبة thought that Angie was ill so شوستر بس. كمال ادي the beach which I lived in the house which. Dialogue مريم and Hind are talking about the mid-year. Hello Hind, pleased to meet you. تقول لها pleased، تقول لها أنا كمان يعني pleased to meet you too. Where are you going this media؟ تروح فين؟ أسوان. تقول لها I'm، عرفنا طبعا من تحت I'm going to travel to أسوان. هسافر أسوان. هتلاقي أسوان is a beautiful in winter. تسألها سؤال تقول لها we will stay at my uncle's house there. يبقى تقول لها where will you stay. تسألها سؤال تقول لها yes I will visit all tourist places. تقول لها will you visit all tourist places. تقول لها هتقول لها حاجة، تقول لها thanks a lot my dear. هتقول لها ايه مثلا؟ يعني I wish you a nice traveling. اتمنى لك رحلة كويسة يعني. طيب ننزل تحت the state of feeling or showing pleasure، فده happiness. I'm pleased to meet you again. It's pleasure. The opposite of a useless helpful. We add a to build مش تبقى job يعني فتبقى builder. We used to conclude to write conclusion. Means polite for important situation، معناها انك تبقى مؤدب، تتكلم بأدب يعني فتبقى formal. Firstly, let me say how we are of the castle in our town. How proud. We are of the castle. We are in the. We are of the castle in our town. It now needs some work. At our community meeting, we decided to improve the castle. We are going to get some building to aid the walls to repair. Number 3 دي repair. هطلع لك دلوقتي على number 2. Furthermore, children at school are going to help clean up there. Okay. فوق بقى بيقول لك we are of the castle in our town helping. اوكي كده نبقى خلصنا unit 3. Thank you.